you a model of what writing a summary is going to look like. Directions. Complete part 1 and 2. This text is called Origins of Popsicles. We have a popsicle here, and it says an 11-year-old boy from California invented the popsicle in 1905. And this text is by Mary Morton Cohen of Cricket Media. So it says part 1, follow the steps for each paragraph. Step 1, read the paragraph. The paragraph is in purple. Great. Frozen treats have existed for centuries, but none of them had a stick handle until 1905. That's the year when Frank Epperson, an 11-year-old boy from California, mixed a fruit-flavored soda powder with water in a glass. He stirred it with a wooden stick and took it out onto the porch. He drank only a few sips before he set it down and forgot it. The weather turned cold, and the next morning he discovered his flavored drink was frozen solid with a stick in it. He pulled the stick out of the glass and licked the ice attached to it. Yum! He called it Epsicle, short for Epperson's Icicle. It says step 2. Go back and highlight the main idea of the paragraph. Let's see here. So, see, frozen treats have existed for centuries. None of them had the stick handle until 1905. That's the year that he mixed powder with the glass. Yeah. Great. So that's going to be what I highlight for my main idea. Step 3. In your own words, write what the main idea is in the box below. So using my own words, the main idea of this paragraph is frozen treats have existed for a long time, but none of them had the stick handle until Frank Epperson accidentally invented one in 1905. And again, my cat is kind of talkative. You can probably hear him meowing. Sorry about that. So I used the main idea right here. I wrote it in my own words in this box. And I'm ready to move on to the next step. Pretty much doing the same thing again with the other paragraph. Alright, second paragraph. Epperson made more Epsicles for his friends. Years later, he made them for his children, who called them Popsicles. He sold them for 5 cents at amusement parks and public events. They were a huge success. In 1923, Epperson applied for a patent for his frozen confections or ice lollipop. A year or so later, Epperson sold the rights to his invention to a company that marketed the product all over the country. Popsicle Ice Pops became one of the most successful treats ever. 7 flavors were made at first, but more choices are available today. Millions of frozen ice treats on a stick are sold every year. Orange and cherry are the most popular flavors. Alright, so go back and highlight the main idea. So, years later, he made them for his children, who called them Popsicles. Sold them at amusement parks, and then he made the patent, which went all over the country. Okay. So now in my own words, is that Epperson made the treats for his kids, who called them Popsicles. And he started selling them at amusement parks and events and had great success. And yeah, no, I think that's good. Alright, so now I see that I'm at part 2. Write each of your main ideas from the boxes above in order next to the transition word. First, then, erase the sentence starter. Okay, summary. So, I want to write the first main idea. And it says erase the sentence starter, so maybe I should copy it without the sentence starter. So I know that the main idea of this paragraph that's the sentence starter. So I'm going to underline that so I know what it is. Then I'm going to highlight everything except that, I'm going to right click, and copy the text, just a copy. And I'm going to come down here to the first, and I'm going to right click and paste the text. Oh, I can just use Control C, Control V. Okay, Control V to paste the text. First, frozen treats have existed for a long time, but none of them had the stick handle until Frank Epperson accidentally invented one in 1905. Great! Alright, the next one. Again, I want to make sure I don't use the sentence starter. Alright, so highlight everything except the sentence starter, right click and copy, and then Control V, right click paste. So now I see that I've got my full summary with my second main idea and everything. Alright, let's look at it. First, frozen treats have existed for a long time, but none of them had the stick handle until Frank Epperson accidentally invented one in 1905. Then Epperson made the treats for his kids, who called them popsicles, and he started selling them at amusement parks and events and had great success. That's a good summary. It gives us the most important points. It's in order. Beautiful. So that's all you have to do when you do your very own writing a summary.